coming in with another quick vlog. Been busy. All of a sudden, Kyle got really busy, so we had to put our health infograph style things on the back burner. With him working 2 jobs, it's kind of difficult for us to gain ground some weeks, and it's not nobody's fault. You know, it's not his fault, not my fault. Stuff gets busy. There tends to be a lot to do. And a lot of times when we come up with ideas, and you'll notice this too as you come up with ideas for yourself, that there just ends up being more to it than you thought. So I don't know how long it's going to be put on the back burner. I'd like to get it to the forefront. If we can't commit to doing what was originally envisioned, I'm going to do a lighter version of it on my own and post it up, and maybe see if I can bring him in to help with that later. I don't want to spread him too thin, and I'd rather use his talents for our main projects on Monday, since we got so many good ideas constantly. I mean, we're just never going to run out of ideas for Monday, and that's great. I'm in the process of switching over my emails to a new email service. So all my online accounts, it's 2 hours of my life yesterday, just changing passwords and login information. And then I am going to build us a website. And that's when we're going to start advertising this, sharing this with friends and family for the first time, and really pushing everything. But anyways, I wanted to piggyback off of what I talked about last week. I've been thinking a lot about this, and some conversations that I've had recently with people in my life made me think about it in depth a little bit more. And you know, you've heard this saying before, you know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And I don't know, I don't want to come across when I tell you to be careful with who you let mentor you, who you let teach you, and who you let guide you. I want to be careful that I'm also not making you feel like I'm creating a different enemy for you, for lack of a better term. I want to break the cycle of that, of the witch hunt mindset, of finding the bad evildoers, of finding the people that are trying to do harm and pointing them out and doxing them and ruining their lives and throwing them under the bus and blame shifting. And I just want to break that cycle. So to be very clear, I don't want to create another, I don't know what to say, finger trap. You know, a little finger trap game that you play where you try to pull apart and it makes you, it traps you, whereas you have to push them together. And I want to come together so that we can be untrapped. That's my main motive. And so while it is your right your basic human right, it's just out of respect that you should be able to tell people no, that you don't want what they offer. And I see a lot of times people get peer pressured and bullied into this. But by pointing that kind of a thing out, like, hey, you got to stand up for this cause. Hey, you have to have this emblem on your jacket. I don't know. This sticker on your car. This banner on your social media page. Instead of just doing that always and blindly following things, or just doing that out of the fear of social pressure, or doing that because you have a big heart and you're like, here's where I can help. When I point out, stop letting people lead you like that, and you lead you like that, I don't want you to take someone that you feel is a damaging teacher, preacher, politician, influencer, mentor, coach, parent, and I don't want you to make this person an enemy. That is the tactic of the people we want to protect ourselves from, okay? And the buck has to stop at us. We have to be the people that absorb the poison, okay? And then don't push it or spit it or dig our fangs into somebody else for any reason. Stop it, you know? We're done with that. I don't want to see that anymore. Does that mean ignoring issues or social issues or political issues or issues in a church or issues in a school or issues at work or human rights? No. Don't ignore these things. Don't bury your head in the sand. But respect them, and then make sure that it doesn't override your conscience, that it doesn't override your goodwill and your good intentions, that doesn't override you're just human, right? With treating someone with human decency and dignity and respect. And it takes practice. And that's something that, it takes time and it takes courage to want to take this much ownership and control and direction and, of your own life. So an analogy I use is that, and I mean this for you too, I will never be on your ship. I'm not going to be on your ship. I pilot my own vessel. And that's how it's always going to be. And I want you to have that for your life. Because that is the best way to insulate your future, to insulate your heart, your mind, and your soul. Start with protecting yourself and make that the highest priority. And don't listen to people that are whipping you into a fearful frenzy over every single issue that comes along. Your life will be permanently in turmoil. You will be used, misled, and abused by people that don't have your best interest in mind. And it is just not the way you want to go. Protect yourself, protect your thinking, protect your heart, and you will be more useful for what you are here to take care of. I promise. Good luck.